Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today TV. A lot has happened, and a lot is still happening. And of course, Nnamdi Kanu is in the forefront of it all because this has to do with Biafra land. This has to do with Southeast, and this has to do with his people, and it's leaving no stones unturned. A lot of persons have been wondering, what is UGM? And what is their role really? A lot of persons are wondering, these guys, they are unknown. What makes them unknown? Who created them? Why are they why are they doing what they're doing? And how come no one has been able to get a hold of them? Why are they making causing so much? Sometimes you listen to what happens in social media, you see some person taking out time and praying for this UGM. Do you see them people say, oh, Chuko Kike Abiyama, pray for the UGM? You're wondering, why would you want to pray for UGM? Based on the one or two things we've been hearing about them, what is it they're doing that some persons are saying this UGM must be caught because what they're doing is against the constitution of the land? They're causing a lot of mayhem. We'll find out in a moment who created them, and probably because eventually, as time events are unfolding, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is also unfolding some of the identities of this UGM. But before we go into the news proper to find out what it is, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, has said about the creation and who these UGMs are and what they stand for, who made them who they are. Would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has revealed those who created the unknown gunmen in Nigeria. For the sake of clarity, that's the full meaning of UGM, but for the continuity of the news, we'll continue with the acronym UGM. Let's continue. Nnamdi Kanu revealed that the Nigerian army and the Nigerian police force created the UGM. In a post he shared on his social media handle, a Nigerian army officer was seen forcing an innocent civilian inside a sewage. Nnamdi Kanu said as soon as he crawled out of this filthy sewage, he metamorphosized into the deadly phenomenon known as unknown gunmen, UGM, hashtag UGM. Well, he continued, he said the unspeakable evil of the at headquarters Nigerian Army and at Police Nigeria created this monster that is now consuming them. Their slogan is see no evil, hear no evil. Brigade are accomplices. Well, that's quite a strong one. All right, let's look at this very critically. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have said something that the UGM guys have been on for a while. So I was just wondering, who are these guys? Are they Fulani bandits? There have been so many information flying here and there. Malafi at some point had one Nigerian. Lieutenant Major General Danjuma had one Nigerian at some point. We're just wondering, too many information to decipher which is what and what has aimed. How did they find their way, gain their way into Imo State, into the southeastern region? What are their roles? Are they for good? Are they for bad? Are they for evil? What are their standpoint? A lot of things were going on. We're trying to place them. Who are they really? But then one thing is certain, they're actually fighting against the Nigerian army, and they actually don't even, for some reasons, they have never really been seen. Despite the UGM activity, I've never heard them say they actually victimize citizens. I've not. And the first one or two persons who come on social media to explain, one or two times they have seen them on their pathway into their villages and all that. They keep saying that these guys say they don't come for evil persons. I mean, they don't come for innocent persons. They just go their pathway, but they know who they're looking for. All right, now I'll quickly say this. You don't use the last resort. What you want to use as the last resort for first. If you do that, you have already damaged the whole correctional process. A typical example is when you go to a correctional center, this prison or this correctional center. In Nigeria, we shouldn't call it correctional center. It's not correctional at all. The place looks like gutter. You can't inhabit that place. You can't live in that place. I don't know if they actually correct people there or they end up breeding them much more, as in bringing them as higher breed of what they took in before. There's nothing correctional about that place. It should be lived in. But if you make it very lived in, a lot of Nigerians will commit a lot of crimes to go in there, because even the accommodation situation in Nigeria is a dear situation. So if you make it very interesting, a lot of Nigerians will commit crime to go and live there for free. Free food, free accommodation. So the situation in Nigeria is serious. No job, no food, no money, poverty everywhere. But yet we have one of the richest people in Nigeria. It's serious. Honestly, it's worrisome. Now, for some reasons, I am trying to decipher who this UGM are from my physical analogy based on what Nnamdi Kanu has written. I guess it's a case of youth, civilian youth, who over time have been crying for better life, have been asking for something unique, a better destiny, a better future, a better tomorrow, basic amenities. And rather than getting it, rather than asking for what they're asking or getting what they've been asking for, they were probably beaten, battered, injured, called all sorts of names for daring to ask for what belongs to them, or for daring to exercise their franchise, or for them to exercise the what they believe in. The Boko Haram that started, it didn't start this way. It was actually a group of persons who wanted something good. The north was actually getting overwhelming, and it was a case of there are no education. They want a better life. They had leaders scattered all over Nigeria, but the region was already backward for some reasons. Before you know it, they became a people disgruntled, and after a while they became a people that wanted that to be seen, to be heard at any cost. Eventually they became an insurgent, and now we have a situation in our hands. Now that is the not. Now, if you want, even the Shites group is coming up bit by bit. They're not looking at that situation. They're almost mismanaging Shites group as well. You need to look into call a stakeholders meeting, for crying out loud. Let there be diplomacy. We don't look. We are putting too much pressure on our armed men. Please, a good leadership style can actually stop these things at a cadre level. But when you begin to just force at the beginning, you're going to get it all wrong. At the end of the day, you keep exposing our military, our security forces over things that would have been properly managed if it was properly handled. Now, back to what Mazen African about saying about UGM. I guess eventually all this metamorphosized. They came up and said, no more. We have to either, take a hold of our destiny, and they began this process. I feel that it's just a group of civilians who decided to take laws into their hands. I may be wrong, okay, but I feel from that analogy, maybe that's who this UGM are. But I don't know who they are. But what